welcome back to my channel. My name is Keisha Anilika. If you are new, welcome for coming back. If you have already been here, thank you for coming back. Wait, what did I say? If you are new, thank you for joining us, joining me. There's nobody else here, but yeah, hey fam, what's good? Before we get into this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment on this video, share this video. Please hit that bell button when you subscribe, because I feel like, and I think I heard, the only way you'll know that I upload is if you hit that bell button. Alright? Okay, hit the bell button. I'll wait. Good? Alright, there we go. What's that hard, girl? So welcome back to a Real Talk. It'll be Thursday, so Real Talk Thursday, because I'm flipping in between Tuesday and Thursday. Depends, you know, what's really good. In today's video, I wanted to actually talk about marriage and kind of like what it takes, and you know, basically, should you get married? Or are you ready for marriage? Or you know, something in the aspect. But I kind of want to interject just even basic relationships. Just basic relationship. You know, I mean regular non-married relationships. So regular relationships. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because this whole story that came out about Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian and Kylie Jenner. If you don't know who Khloe Kardashian is or Kylie Jenner is, you're living under a rock, and I don't know what to tell you about that. If you don't know who Tristan Thompson is, well, he's a basketball player. I got off of basketball, so I don't even know who he played for or none of that ish. Tristan Thompson is the baby daddy to Khloe's baby. Cute little baby. But the story had just recently broke out that Tristan allegedly, but then again, I want to say he did. He did cheat on Khloe. This isn't the first time. He did cheat on Khloe with Kylie Jenner's best friend, Jordyn Woods. Now, Jordyn was cutest girl ever. She is a plus size model who is literally bestie friends with Kylie Jenner. And when you see, well, for me, when you see Jordyn, you think she's like the sweetest girl, or you know, tag along friend with Kylie. You know, I don't want no type of trouble, don't want no type of drama. It's like, hey, I'm friends with the Jenners and the Kardashians. I ain't trying to get no type of trouble. I ain't trying to be in no type of black China bowl or nothing like that. And I ain't like, I'm trying to sit here, go to these events, listen, if I was friends with the Kardashians and Jenners, not saying they like everything or whatever, you know, low-key their family's kind of like annoying, but it's like, if I was friends with them, I would be hoop. Like, I don't understand. I'm very much cool with being a side friend. We're very much cool with being you know, the friend that's like from far away but still reap benefits of like going to events and whatever. Like, what? Like, are you crazy? Like, why not? That's why I feel like I keep diverting away, but that's why I kind of feel like I don't want people dogging on Michelle Williams from Destiny Child. Like, bro, she was going to the tours, she was getting paid, she was reaping all the benefits. Like, if I was Michelle, I'd be like, okay. And then my money came. And then what? So anyway, let's go all the way back. So it's like, but anyway, so when you see Jordyn, you're like, oh, she's a good girl, clean girl, you know, whatever. At least for me, from the facade or looking out, because I don't dwell in their stories or know what's so much going on. Unless it's super popular, then I would know what's going on. But this story broke out that Tristan cheated on Khloe with Jordyn. Apparently, Khloe finally broke up with him. And the reason why I say finally is because this is not the first time that this man had cheated on her. And it's kind of like, why did it take this situation or this instant for you to finally break up with him? Why was this the straw that broke the camel's back? Like, I don't understand. Cheatation is cheatation. Like, let's keep it very real. Either he cheated with your best friend's friend, or cheated with some girl you never met in your life, you never knew existed. Cheatation, girl. It's cheatation, girl. It's like, why? You see what I'm saying? Apparently, I want to get my story right, so comment down below. I should have probably actually Googled it beforehand. Tristan was dating, I think he was dating somebody before Khloe, and Khloe ended up getting with Tristan, but ended up finding out that Tristan had a baby on the way. So that, I want to say, he cheated on her with a baby on the way in the beginning of the relationship, or he broke up with said ex-girlfriend, they did the do, and then months later the ex-girlfriend ended up saying, oh hey, I'm pregnant, while he's with Kim. I mean, no, sorry, not Kim, with Khloe. Something like that. Anyway, it's messy, ain't nobody like that anyway. Later on, allegedly, he cheated on Khloe again with Tatiana's, with model girls or video girl, I don't know, whatever. Still stay with him, or broke up with him, you know, things like that. And I'm kind of like, girl, really? And especially your relationship out here is very public as well. And it's kind of like, that didn't do it for you either? And I know they have a baby. And let me tell you this, alright? A child shouldn't be the reason why you stick around with somebody. You see what I'm saying? Whether in a dating relationship or whether in a marriage. Marriage is very layered and very detailed, to where you get more leeway, or there's just more layers to it when it comes to marriage and children, you know, because marriage and having a child is like, there's more things that are connected there. There's you know, housing situations, financial situations, blah blah blah, whatever. There's like so much more in that. But Khloe and Tristan, they're not married, none of that. And I feel like she's staying with him because she feels like she has to, because, oh, they have a baby together, doing the whole, oh, he's been good to me, oh, he's cool, or oh, he's a good look, or oh, I need a man at this moment in time in my life. Girl, real talk, being with somebody just to be with somebody is not a good excuse. I'm sorry. It's not. And it frustrates me or disappoints me, and I get so disheartened about this, is because some people are out here wanting to be in a relationship for the sake of just being in a relationship. They'll let anything pass, they'll let anything go, and I question why. I question what is really going on in the psyche of that, or the mental of that, you know? And I mean, I originally wanted to talk about, you know, marriage and stuff. So let me do, I guess, a side-by-side, or do dating, relationship, and marriage real quick when it comes to cheating, because I want to kind of correlate the whole Tristan and Khloe thing. If your man or your girl, because girls ain't safe from this conversation. So if your man or your girl cheats on you and y'all are just dating, whether it be 3 months, 5 years, 10 years, good luck. For me, I couldn't be in that relationship. I couldn't stay in that relationship, because it is kind of like, why? What's the reasoning? Oh, he's a good guy. always so good to me. When he's with me, he's so good to me. Or we have a kid together. Or we put in so much time together. Like, I want to know what's the reasoning for that. Comment down below if you're in that situation and what's your reasoning for staying with that person. I personally don't understand or don't know. I would easily leave. There's no question about it. Because I personally can't have, and keep in mind, I really don't care what other people think about me. I don't. You can say, you know, I'm a big girl, I got this going on or whatever. Great, that's your opinion. Congratulations, great. All for that. But I really can't sit here, or I'm going out somewhere and some other female's looking at me crazy and I don't know who you are from Adam. You feel me? Like, I don't even know who you are, and you over here looking at me crazy. And the reason why you're looking at me crazy is because you know what my man do. Or you know what my girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know something that I don't know. And I'm either going to hear from somebody else, or you going to walk up to me and say something to me, or something else. But I can't be living in a relationship or staying in a relationship without trust. You see what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of a relationship without trust? I post that on my Insta story too. I asked people, do you have a relationship if you don't have trust? People was messaging me like, is that a relationship? There's a relationship without trust? Are we sure? Like, you see what I'm saying? In a marriage, biblically speaking, because I grew up in church, I'm a Christian, and I believe in the Lord. So, biblically speaking, I believe there's two reasons or situations to where you can get a divorce or get out of that. And that is, I mean, there's other layers to that, so don't just listen to what I'm saying. One is if your spouse is clearly taking you away from God, of Christ, trying to basically make you go against your faith, denounce God, whatever. Please separate yourself from God. That's one reason. Another reason is if the person cheated on you. Like, if the person out here slanging langing with other females or with other dudes. Like, that's another reason biblically why you can leave or should leave said spouse. Alright? Now, also in a marriage, you became one. You see what I'm saying? In a marriage, you became one, meaning you have more room to sit there and discuss and analyze and figure out what steps can I take. You know, if we're going to go through paperwork, going to go through financial thing, or either we have a kid, or, you know, I can probably still stay with this man because, you know, we had vows, you know, everything like that. You have more room. In a dating relationship, you ain't got no vows. You didn't become one. You ain't got no papers or none of that even make you be together. Really, it's really he said, she said. Dating relationship is he said, she said. He's my boyfriend. She's my girlfriend. He said, she said. That's the only grounding of being in a relationship. Even if you have a kid, that's the only grounding of being in a relationship is he said, she said. You know, if you're in the dating relationship, it's easily wiggle room for what? You can sit there and think about, should I take him back? Because he did cheat with 5 other girls. Should I? And you have no grounding in that relationship. It's an easy, like, exit for me. And I hope for a lot of other people. It's an easy exit in that relationship. Now, like I said, for marriage, you can easily, not easily, but you can leave that situation because that person cheated on you. Now, if Khloe and Tristan were married, I guess I can be like, okay, I guess a little bit forgiving in a sense of like, okay, he did cheat on her once, then cheat on her again, and then cheat on her again. So I guess I can understand why she's finally breaking up with him. I don't know. But since they're not, and they're in a dating relationship, it's kind of like, oh, girl, move on. And you see videos of him leaving or leaving her to herself when they out somewhere or doing this and that. How your man gonna have a party and tell the people, party, get together, whatever it may be, whatever, and tell the people there, I need to confiscate your phone, or no phones out, no cameras out. Did you know about this information? Did you know about this information? Because that right there is a red flag. And I don't want to put the stigma of, oh, he's a ball player, so he's most likely going to cheat, because there is great ball players out there that are great, faithful to their wives. I don't want to say girlfriend because I know ball players and wives, but that are great to their wives. So I'm gonna stick by that. That are great to their wives. So I don't want to put that stigma, but at the same time, I'm done with all that cheatation thing. So basically, if he's cheating on you, girl, he's probably cheating with other people. He has already cheated with more people than you may already know, and someone's probably having a conversation about it that you don't know about him or her. If you are married, that is the reason to leave someone. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh, if you're married then, and if the person cheats, you can't leave them, da, 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 da. No, you can't do that. I can't do that. Because listen here, if my dude was doing that, if my husband was doing that, bye. I can't sleep here. I can't sleep, turn over, or know that he's done something, or every time we have sex, it's like, oh snap, he smashed the other girl. Crap, I forgot. Or he smashed 5 other girls. Crap, I forgot. You know, within the relationship, or his phone buzzes at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, and I gotta wake up because now I gotta figure out what's going on. Now I gotta, in the morning, I'm stressed out, thinking about this and that, whatever. That's the trust issue I was talking about earlier. I can't live like that. And I've always said, I ain't the cutest girl in the world or nothing. I know this, I know. But I've always said I can get another. Granted, being married and then, you know, having the kids a little bit trickier or whatever, you know. But for all the girls who are in dating relationships, especially if you're young and still in college, girl, you can always get another. I know a couple that's good, I'm good friends with. Like, I know a couple that they dated for what, 5-6 years or something. Something transpired. Now this person's in a whole new marriage. This person's in another new marriage. Bro, what the heck? I'm not saying it's easy for everybody. I'm not saying that. But let that be known that if you leave somebody after a certain period of time that you've been with that person, 5 years, 6 years, 4 years, whatever, you can always get another. Whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, you are a beautiful person or you are a handsome person. You can go find you another. All right? Pray about that. Anyway, so back to, because I don't want this video to be so long. It was already 20 minutes. But back to just the whole aspect of getting about marriage and stuff like that. I wanted to kind of get that whole cheating thing because it was on my brain. Some of mine, the whole Tristan and Khloe thing, was like, or whatever. So about the whole marriage thing, when it comes to marriage, I will honestly say you need to figure out who you are first before you get into a marriage and I guess then start figuring yourself out. That can go into dating relationships too, But this is, it just makes things more easier. It makes things easier in the sense that you're not like trying to work on your marriage, like trying to work on your marriage, trying to work on being a mother or father, trying to work on doing this and do that. When that layer of finding who you are, finding yourself can be fixed, that's another stress that you don't need to deal with. I will be real talk, truth and honest. I should have taken more time for myself, you know, pre-marriage and everything, because it was just, yeah, that's a lot of conversation. That's probably another real talk, but yeah, earlier, I think quite harshly about myself, and that's something that, you know, you shouldn't bring into a marriage, and that's something I'm still trying to correct, because it does play a big toll, plays a big part. I'm not gonna sit here and be the person talking about marriage, talking about how, oh, my relationship is good, cucumber cool, great, and perfect. No, bro. Like, we go through things, we deal through things. If you're the person who, like, y'all argue once every, I don't know, 5 years, once every month, like, or whatever, it's like, okay, that's great, but, you know, that's not the same for everyone. Like, for me, the very first year that we got married, when I say we had no arguments, it was like no arguments. Like, we were literally questioning other people, like, why do people say that marriage is hard? Like, what is that? when we were babies in our first year, we're like, why are people saying marriage is hard? Like, we never argued. Come year 2, and then year 3, it was arguments starting to pick up, everything like that. And it's like, it's a lot of the times I feel like it was me, in the sense of I was struggling with stuff with me internally, or, you know, that it kind of came out, or things happened in my past was in, you know, with me subconsciously, and I let it come out, you know. And that's something that you have to kind of figure out and kind of talk to yourself and tell yourself, hey, are you good? Are you figured out? You know, we are getting deep into this relationship. You know, should I pause here, let him or her know that, hey, you know, I need to get myself together, or do I keep going, keep praying about myself, keep praying about him or her, all of that, you know? So before you even figure yourself out for marriage and everything like that, I kind of backtrack it back to the whole dating thing. I personally, I don't understand dating in high school, like middle school, elementary school. Like, what is that? Like, I don't get that, nor do I understand it. I dated a little bit in high school, but it's kind of like, girl, guy, like, there's so many more other people in college. Like, there's no point. I understand that there's high school sweethearts, I understand that, but it's kind of like, I ain't bringing that girl to my house. Zeke ain't bringing that girl to my house. You got me messed up. To do what? You don't know her. I don't know that heifer. For what? When you're younger, I know this conversation is going everywhere, but when you're younger, and when I say young, I mean in between the ages of, because 18 and 19 is not that mature to me. So I want to say in between the ages of 20 and 24, especially as a female, I feel like you should establish that you are just talking to somebody, or you are talking to somebody for fun, or talking to somebody to potentially get married to this person. Of course, when you're younger, you don't always know that was your intention to date somebody or something like that. But if you've been dating for somebody for a little bit, like 3 months, 6 months, almost to a year, you should start to get to know, like, hey, this is Like, I don't see anywhere going. Like, I'm just, be honest with yourself at least. If you ain't gonna be honest with him, at least be honest with yourself. We ain't gonna be honest with her, at least be honest with yourself. Like, hey, bro, I'm dating you just to date, to see what's going on. I ain't no intentions to this really. Because for me, she, me, her, I was very honest. I was very honest when it came to relationships when I was younger. I said, hey, I ain't having sex with nobody until I get married. And that's what happened. I don't care. I ain't embarrassed about it. I ain't whatever. None of that. I was very honest about that. Majority of everybody I talked to after I discussed that left me. And I was very grateful for that. I was very happy. Didn't shed a tear about it. Why? Because I was honest with myself and with that person. What? Now, there would be a time period where I would talk to like anywhere from 3 to 5 guys at the same time. Meaning phone conversations, someone buying me dinner, taking me out, things like that. But I knew that's just what it was. Because I knew what I wanted in a marriage. I knew what I wanted in a husband, everything like that. So I was very honest with myself and said, I'm talking to this person strictly for fun purposes. I'm talking to this person so I can take them out with me to events and stuff. I'm very honest about that. I was very, very honest about that. And I was very glad that I was honest with myself. I wasn't emotionally playing with myself. There will be some guys that were attached. You know, I remember one guy specifically. When I say jump, this boy said how high. Like, I was like, and I told him, I said, hey, I ain't sleeping with you, and B, I don't want to call you my boyfriend. Like, baby boy. B Simone, that's my girl. Like, bro, I'm not gonna call you my boyfriend, and it ain't gonna go no farther than us chilling. Like, it ain't gonna go no farther than that. Like, it's not going to do that. And so he would be like, all right, you know, cool, whatever. But then he'd be texting me like, no, let me meet your parents, let me date you, let me be your boyfriend. I'm like, boy, no. I'm texting him again, no, it's not happening. Did I tell him to go buy me some Chick-fil-A? I tell him I need this and that, whatever. Like, because that's what I knew. I was being honest with myself. And I was very honest with him. At the end of the day, it worked out. I mean, yeah, I broke his heart or his feelings or whatever. I didn't mean to do that because I told you what was going on. I mean, someone was bound to get hurt, but it wasn't going to be me. That's what I do know. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I know this video's going on long, but at the end of the day, you just have to be truthful to yourself. Be truthful to the person that you're with. Let it be known what's going on. And if you want marriage, if you want to just date, whatever, like, I'm gonna say, if you've been together for like, let me give you like 3 years or 4 or 5 years and y'all haven't even discussed marriage, y'all haven't even discussed what position y'all are going in, y'all haven't even discussed if you ever wanted to have kids, none of that, to me, that's a red flag. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's a red flag. Like, why aren't we discussing about this? As females, we have biological clocks. If you want children, we have biological clocks. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, you know, have a baby right away or anything, but why waste your time for what? There's too many places to travel to. There's too many things to do in our lives. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we really doing? You know? And that kind of still leads me back to the cheating thing, even though I already discussed that quite extensively. But it's like, why do people cheat, bro? Like, why are you wasting our time or her time or his time? Like, why are there cheaters and why are there serial cheaters? Like, what are you doing? Why not just tell her or just tell him, hey, I just want to talk and that's it. I don't care for the whole relationship thing. That's not me or whatever. Why create a comfort zone girlfriend? Why create a comfort zone boyfriend? And all you're gonna do within the next lovey-dovey 2 months of just being with them too, you know you're gonna step out on them. Why? For what? The thrill of it? Please. Let me know. Like, comment, like, let me know, because I really want to know, and I do not understand that. Like, I don't. Like, it confuses me. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Why are we dating those people? Why are we dating F-boys and F-girls? Like, why? Like, why? You should already see signs of that person dating them. You can't have blinders on when it comes to relationships. I'm sorry. You can't. That doesn't mean be a nag. That doesn't mean be a crazy person. But we can't have blinders in relationships. We can't do that. Because why? Because you're going to start wasting your time. And I mean wasting your time meaning this person could be stepping out on you. You don't know. And they weren't truthful to you. And I guess at a part you weren't truthful to them. Meaning you wanted to have a serious relationship and they didn't. You see what I'm saying? I mean, let me say, not every relationship, not every circumstance is the same. But this is my opinion, and coming from me, just what I feel and what I know. And it's like, we shouldn't be doing all of that. Let's wrap this video up. So marriage, it is worth it. It's worth being one with somebody. I feel like I love being married. I love my husband. I love the child that we have together. I feel like growing old with somebody, connecting with somebody on that marriage level, to me is different than a relationship. It's hard to explain that part, but it's really is different. It's just a closer bond. Not every marriage is the same. Not every marriage is perfect. I mean, we're not perfect, but marriage takes work. Like, it takes time. You don't just sit there and expect everything to be happy, go jolly. No, you gotta put in work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know this video went every which way, but we are all right and you are okay. But go ahead and like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell button on the subscription thing or whatever. Yeah, comment down below. Let me know your things on cheatation and marriage and relationship and all that type of thing. I'll probably do more videos about this subject or topic or whatever. There's more videos here, or it's here. I don't know which side I'm looking at. And the subscribe button somewhere on this page. But thank you, fam, for showing up and showing out. Thank you. I love you. Bye.